In this video, I'm going to be talking about smart grids and how to use smart grids. Before you even continue watching this video, please go back to the tables video and watch that to learn all of the technical things about resizing, formatting, etc. for the tables and smart grids. So those things are the same for tables and these grids, but in this video I'm going to go into more depth about what smart grids are and how they connect to data. And that is the biggest difference between tables and smart grids. So let's get a smart grid onto the canvas. So click the Common tab and then drag out this icon onto the canvas, and right when you click on it you can see that it's different from a table because the handles are blue. Table handles are green, so that's how you can tell. Similar to the table, 4x4, and this is how you drag, this is how you resize. All the same technical things. But what makes smart grids special is that they connect to data. So click the corner of the smart grid, and on the left-hand side you'll see that it has all the same things as a table does, but it has row headers here. And these row headers correspond with the right-hand panel with your experience modeling data and the object categories here. So I'm just going to go down and assign one for each row. And once you've done that, you can show the labels. So you have the option of showing the labels here. So you can check mark that, and there you go, you have the row labels. And to format the labels, just highlight the grid here, go to format, and label should be apparent here. So let's go ahead and change it to auto. Now, if for some reason you want to rename the labels a different name than the object category or the row header, you can click on the row, and as you see on the left side, there's the row assignment, and you can change this. So maybe just for fun, just change it to actions, and now there's that. And similar to tables and styles, I would suggest going into the styles video and the state video to learn how to put states and styles in tables and grids. Moving on into the data. So the driver row is usually the first row in a grid. So let's go into the corner of the grid and click the 0, point. So over here you see that there is no driver row right now, but the first object you pull or add into one of these rows will become the driver row. So let's just add one, and as you can see that the type is locked in because that's what makes it different from a table. A table you can drag in any object, but for a smart grid, once you've assigned a row header and a row assignment, it is what it is. So let's continue. Put in customer action 1, and as you can see, it only populates all of the activities here that are listed on the right panel. So I'm just going to click add, and now you can see that it has an I next to it, which means it has become a driver row. And the driver row is basically the row that has all of the associations attached to it. So if I were to add a backstage object, let's click that, that, oops, that in. So I filled out the whole row, and just for fun, just fill this out as well. Look, it brought in all of the associations or the associated objects with it in customer action 2. So I set this up before so it would drag it in, but also just to show you how a driver row works, if you remove the sum items in a driver row, the whole column deletes as well. And things to note about the driver row is that there can only be one object within it. So you can see I can't add any more objects, and if you try dragging it in, it won't accept it. So make sure that your driver row is always filled because that's where all the data is going to be associated. and also that there is only one thing that the user persona is doing. So to add it back, we can go into the next row and go back into customer action 1 and add it, and it pops back up. And that's pretty much it for smart grids. Please again go back to the tables video to learn about formatting, duplicating, deleting, and etc., like the basics of tables and grids, and you'll be all set. So good luck with using smart grids. They're very helpful and they're very essential in the whole journey mapping and persona making process. So thanks for watching.